We all have the right to celebrate the holidays with these special traditions. But what if you're also working on healthy eating at the same time? Mindful eating is the topic of this month's health segment, and UW Health clinical dietitian Michelle Schwader back with us once again. Michelle, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving, a little late.
You too.
Let's talk about mindful eating. What is that?
Well, there are different techniques, but the common practice is to really be present with your food. Pay attention to what it tastes like, the texture, and that's really easy to forget to do when you're in a crowded, loud kind of holiday setting. So practicing in advance can be really important if you want to use some of those mindful techniques while you're having a holiday meal.
And what are some of the techniques?
Well, one of my favorite and the most easy to kind of describe is called the 3-bite rule. And the idea would be that you take about 3 bites of a food, and that gets all the enjoyment that you need out of it. So the first bite is kind of the wow bite. It hits your taste buds. It's really flavorful, and maybe you haven't had this food for a year or two, so it's really impactful. And then the second bite is more of the savory bite. You really want to take your time, appreciate all the flavors that food has, and that's probably the best your food is going to taste. And then hopefully with bite 3 or maybe 4 or 5, that's more of your farewell bite. You've kind of noticed that the food doesn't necessarily get better and better over time. It just kind of stays the same. At that point, you can kind of say farewell to that food and kind of move on to a different food, or just kind of put it on the shelf until next year.
The size of the bite, I assume, makes a difference.
Yeah, we still want to have a normal size bite. Anything too little, you're not going to get that satisfaction. Anything too big is going to be overwhelming, and you're not going to be able to appreciate that mindfulness. And so it's good to practice. If you've never done this, like I said, it's ideal to practice in a nice quiet space before you have the challenge of a lot of noise. But that way you can still learn some of those techniques. And you can also take those techniques and use them maybe even after the holidays. They don't have to be necessarily used as a dessert. You can do that with every food on your plate and be really mindful. And people find they eat less because they're actually getting all the appreciation out of the food.
Does this apply to all foods, or are there exceptions?
Mm-hmm. Nope, there's really no exception. It's just a matter of really being present, really being mindful, noticing all the subtle flavors of the food, whether that's something that's sweet or salty and crunchy, or cool and creamy and sweet. No matter what the flavors are, you want to appreciate that. And then your body and your taste buds and your brain can realize, that's been satisfying for me, and I've had enough. The food's not going to really get any better than that.
Yeah, just enjoy some traditions, but don't overdo it.
That's right. And if you've had some for Thanksgiving and Halloween, you might be ready to adjust your portions a little.
So you can eat healthy and enjoy the holidays at the same time.
You can. You really can.
All right. Well, happy holidays, Michelle. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. You too.